G'day everyone, welcome back. Alright, so this week, like I put up a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to go through and do a bit of question and answer. Not something I'll probably do very often, but you guys took the time to write the questions, so I'm more than happy to take the time to read them and answer them. Before we get into the questions from you guys, again, pretty well every video I know I say it, sounds like a bit of a broken record, but thank you very much to all the support, subscribers, comments, likes, everything. It makes a big difference to the channel, and the channel's doing quite well, which is really good. Certainly, like I've said before, certainly better than what I anticipated it would, and that's all thanks to you guys. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please, I would very much encourage you to go and do it. It doesn't cost you a cent, helps me out, certainly helps the build on Kiara, and I mean, allows me to keep doing this and bringing stuff for you guys. So, alright, let's, actually, one more, just before we get into them. I would ask, my question to you guys is, how am I doing? What do you like the videos? What would you like to see changed, if anything? More detail, less detail, longer, shorter, all of that sort of stuff. So, I mean, I'm going to do the work regardless, and I want to bring you something you want to see. Something entertaining, maybe mildly educational, can't promise that, but, so you guys let me know what you want to see in the videos, how you want them, how you want them formatted, context, all that sort of stuff. So, alrighty, well, without further ado, hydrate, and I'll get into some questions. So, this, by the way, is the first and probably only time any of my videos are scripted. I don't script, I don't rehearse, I don't prepare. I've got like almost like a two-shot rule. If I don't get what I want within 2 takes, it's either too hard to film for someone of my level, or I just give up and move on. Alright, let's start with some easy ones. So, commented by the handle of My Life Loving It, asked about the fuel consumption on the trip with Kiara. So, if you haven't seen that, videos, everything I talk about here will be on videos. Just go through the channel and find them. With all the running we did, I averaged, and sorry, this will be in litres an hour because I'm in Australia, so I averaged 14 litres an hour, which is pretty good, I thought. It's a little motor in a big boat, and we were cruising steady on 3,000 RPM for basically the whole run. That's not bad. So yeah, 14 litres an hour. It'd do less cruising around. I reckon it'd probably safe to say consume 10 litres an hour if you were just river cruising at like 2,700 thereabouts. It'd probably do about the 10 to 12 litres an hour. So anyway, Captain Cook asked, "Is it going to be my Armageddon escape boat?" I don't know, maybe. Although if I was going to try and escape Armageddon, I wouldn't want to be on a wooden boat with a petrol engine in the middle of the water. So probably not my first choice, but we don't know what's going to happen till it happens. Alright, Jack Freeman, a couple of people sort of asked this. They're after an update on the RX-7. So if you haven't seen any of the videos, this was my first major project on the channel, and it is its base form was a automatic non-turbo Series 4 Mazda RX-7, so 2-rotor rotary. It is an Australian import car, and I couldn't tell you the exact trim level because I sort of don't really know. But anyway, how it will end up is wide-bodied, lowered, a supercharged 2-rotor 13B rotary, and again, all that builds on the channel. So I made a full custom manifold for my Eaton supercharger. It now has the Turbo 2 gearbox in it, so manual, sorry, 5-speed manual, and it'll be a bit of a weapon. Obviously, big body kit, big wing. When it gets there, it'll be a pretty cool car. Yeah, where it sits right now, the wide body kit's mostly done. There's just a lot of body work to go finishing it off. I've got to finish off a few things with the engine, and then comes the task of getting the whole car put together. So the whole car basically has to be rebuilt from front to back anyway. All the suspension's shot. I've got to strip and go through the gearbox. It needs a full rebuild. The interior is pretty ordinary as well, so we'll go through that as well. All that will happen on the channel. As I said, this was my main project, and then the boat come along. So, it's taken a bit of a back seat, but it is still here, and it is most definitely still happening. It's just not top of the list anymore. So, but if you do want to see it, please let me know, and I can start to spread my attention a little bit more than as opposed to just being wholly and solely about the boat. All right, Moose and Beans. It was a multi-question. So, wife, kids, house, beer, kangaroos, and there was a couple other ones in there. So, yeah, got a partner, 3 kids, house, like pretty well everyone else does. Mortgages and all that jazz. So, this whole YouTube thing actually taken off like it has, if it continues to grow, is going to allow me to do I'm not going to say better, a much more comprehensive rebuild on Kiara than what would have otherwise been possible. And that is really, really appealing to me. It was always going to be a good job, but there would have had to have been things that would have not been as well done, I suppose you'd say. And it's purely money. We're not made of it. I don't have a tree in the backyard, unfortunately. So, yeah. Beer, I'll drink just about anything that's going. I'm Australian after all. Don't really have a favourite, to be honest. But we don't drink Fosters. We don't drink Fosters. It's not a thing, trust me, it's not. Kangaroos, yeah, no issue. They make a big noise if you do hit them in a car. Don't do it, it's not good. I don't do it on purpose, just so you know. Alright, what do we got? Gary Ashdown. He asked, now that I have my sea legs, can I see myself upgrading to a bigger, newer boat? Probably in the future. But, to be honest, so I've had Kiara now for, I think, about 3 months. In that time, I've spent a fair bit of time on her. Probably a lot more than what other people tend to spend on their big boats. And I just absolutely love the thing. Even the other weekend when I was out there and I had a quick look and with my uncle's boat, as soon as I stepped foot on it, I just love being there. So will I probably get a bigger boat, or newer I suppose, later on down the track? It's hard to say. We'll see what the rebuild goes like, and see how well she treats me further on down the road. But I'm going to say probably not at this point. So anyway, I hope that answers your question. Probably doesn't. Most of these probably won't answer it very well. But anyway, Tony Williams, why did you choose to do YouTube and swap the bike for the boat? It's sort of a bit of a long answer, I guess. But to condense it, I watch a lot of YouTube, as you'll find most YouTubers do. They tend to watch a lot as well. And I just saw a lot of people on there that were quite good at what they do, but they were doing the same sort of things I was doing. And I thought, well, why not? Pick up a camera and see where it goes. I feel like I've got some semi-interesting projects that probably a lot of people don't have. So I just thought, why not? The motorbike was a pretty good example of that. I brought it fairly cheap. I paid $750 for the bike. I put a fair bit of time and a lot of effort into building it up. And I've sort of always been a big believer that when opportunities come, you got to take them. So when old mate said, do you want to swap your motorbike for the boat? I saw that as a golden opportunity, both for the channel and also for myself and my family to, get a boat, go and do something. So I suppose that's, yeah, I just wanted to have a go, I guess, because if you don't have a go, then you don't know if you're going to be any good at it, and you'll be left wondering, maybe I should have tried that however many years down the track. So again, hope that answers your question. Probably doesn't. Right, Jim Webster asks, have I found an engine for the boat, and what am I going to, what have I found and why? I've just done a deal. It's not finalised yet, but it should be. I've just done a deal for a Perkins. So 4-cylinder Perkins. I can't remember the exact code now, but it's a AA1000 series Perkins. So it's naturally aspirated 4-cylinder diesel. It's rated at 90 horsepower, which is not quite enough for what I want. So I will be doing a turbo setup on it. It'll be fairly low pressure, but it'll pick the power up a bit. I will be putting a heat exchanger on it, and it will be running closed circuit cooling, all that sort of stuff. The engine does need a rebuild, but I got it for a really good price, so that will all be on the channel. Yeah, that's where I'm going with it. I've resided myself to the fact that Kiara is not a high-speed demon, and 7 to 10 knots is where she's going to live her life, and I think a industrial 4-cylinder diesel is going to be perfect for her. I'll have to change probably have to change the gear ratio in the leg to suit the lower RPM, but they're bridges I'll cross when I come to it. So as I said, the Perkins isn't a full done deal yet, but it's looking like that's the way I'm going to go. What else have we got? Something on the back. Oh yeah, Peter Wall asked, how old am I? Apparently it's hard to tell with my facial hair. I'm 33, and in about 2 weeks time I'll be 34. So yeah, I think that's about it. Wasn't too many questions, but like I said, you guys took the time to write them, so I'm going to take the time to answer them. And I hope I have. If there's more you want, like I said, put it down, let me know. If there's something else I can do different, let me know. If there's other projects you want to see, so like I said, the RX-7, let me know. I will be trying, this is not a promise, I will be trying to up it to 2 videos a week. So there'll be 1 boat video and then 1 something else through the week as well. So I'm going to give that a push and see how long I can keep that up for. So yeah, if that's something you want to see, then yeah, like I said, let me know. All you got to do is ask, and I'll do my best. Alright, on that note, I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to finish my beer. And yeah, I suppose that's about it, isn't it? Right, you all stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next one, whatever that may be.